Hockey Town, it's a place where dreams are found. We fought so many battles here, and we're the ones that they will fear. The club resides within our town. We won't stop, no letting down. The cup is ours, we're all to drink. It's our town, let's rock this ring. Hey, Hockey Town, not alone, just look around. Hey, Hockey Town, let's hear the sound. Turn, the puck is dropped, the people burn. Flesh is speed, some brilliant daring. Red lights flash, the horns are blaring. Hockey Town, our hunger's fed by our men in white and red. They dazzle us before our eyes. Lord Stanley's Cup, we have the prize. Hockey Town, not alone, just look around. Hey, Hockey Town, let's hear the sound. Hey, Hockey Town, play hockey.
Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Main Street Prowlers.
Good evening.
Hello.
As you see, we're kind of short-staffed for the moment. We actually have Michael Hurd and Michael Gremick coming tonight. So they'll be here about 7:30, I believe.
Oh, five of us then?
Yep.
Yeah. We'll have the two Michaels, which is kind of interesting because they've never been on the same episode together.
Nope.
So that'll be interesting because both of them are very vocal in their styles. So
Yes, they both have very good opinions.
This
So
will be
we might have a good debate tonight.
yes. I can't wait, dude.
Oh, I know, it's gonna be fun.
Let me bring this first up. We do have some stuff to bring up.
Hello, Joe.
Hello.
As you all may know, that we do have the Port Huron Yeti coming. We've been talking about it for a while now, and it's been a very interesting last couple of weeks.
Yep.
Because they announced the jerseys, they put those out, and the Port Huron Yeti actually has some pretty sick jerseys that we'll be wearing. It's
Gonna be pretty cool, honestly.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's light blue. It's many people will be like light blue. That's kind of
The home
Boring.
state.
It's kind of like the Falcon.
Right.
Falcon
Yeah.
blue.
but it's just like not even that though. It's light blue to dark blue and from home
Yeah.
to away. It's
Yeah.
actually going to be pretty amazing to see out on that rink.
Yeah, it's gonna be light blue home and dark blue away.
Right. No, I thought the light blue was home.
Light blue is home.
I might be wrong, but I thought it was the light blue home. But sorry. The
Hey, Mickey.
the very first the NRHL draft has been kind of weird. It's been going on for the last 2 weekends. First round was last Saturday. Not last Saturday, but two Saturdays before.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah. And the very first pick was Tom Mccullum. And if you guys know, Tom Mccullum spent some time with the Detroit Red Wings and in their farm system. So if that tells you anything about this league,
They want big names.
yes.
Yes.
And the Port Huron Yeti's first pick was Tyler Spezia, who's currently playing for the Grand Rapids Griffins. And
Former Falcon.
yes. And because of that too, Tyler Spezia has been very excited to get his contract worked out to come back to Port Huron,
Yes.
who ironically
Actually played under Bill Warren.
yes. So that's going to be a great team, great first pick.
Yep.
And we have Hurd actually
Hey,
coming
what's
in
up,
right
Mike?
now. So
Don't tip the camera.
so I guess we'll wait for him to announce the second round pick. A second round pick is Alex Killa. That's Kile. I know I'm pronouncing that wrong, but he actually went to college at the U of M, and he's had some great time in like Laval and Maine. He's playing with Maine Mariners right now. The Maine Mariners right now, and so we'll have some great names coming into our team right now. Some great rivals too. So because he formerly played for the Laval Rocket, so.
Joe, right at the moment we're talking about the other team that we're going to have here come summer for roller hockey. It is called the Port Huron Yetis. This will be their first season here. We'll have a total of 4 teams, and right now they're doing their draft.
Third round Saturday at 7 p.m.
How many rounds are in the main draft?
I think they're saying 5.
Okay, so, and then the Saturday after we get the main draft done, they'll have a 2-round supplemental.
Subdivision draft, I think.
Yep, supplemental,
Oh, okay.
which is basically anyone that's left over.
You can have.
Yeah, and so that's kind of exciting because we've never been in the kind of league that actually did a draft, other than expansion draft.
Right, but you also got to look at too. We've always come into a league that's already formed so far.
Right.
So you don't get to do that.
Right.
This is
But it's like
first.
either way, the NRHL draft will be a yearly thing though, so we'll be taking part in a draft every single year, no matter what. So it'll be exciting for us, and it's, especially with it being the very top league of roller hockey. So let's get Mike back in here though. Come on.
Yeah, come on, Mike.
As he's just looking at his phone.
He could be on it when we get to the commercial break.
Yeah.
He
Joe
said,
says thank you.
you're welcome. Hopefully next week we do have a player though.
7 rounds.
Seven rounds?
rounds.
Yeah.
So the NRHL draft will be 7 rounds, so 7 Saturdays. Expect us to be, and our pick will always be at 8 o'clock too. So
This Saturday, 7.
no, the first pick is at 7,
Oh, okay.
and our pick is at 8.
Oh, okay.
The 7th round is February 29th.
February 29th.
Leap day. So
What's the odds of that?
well,
Pretty good when it's a Saturday.
Yeah.
so 7 rounds. That's as many as the actual NHL too. So that,
Yeah.
if that gives you any implication on how good of talent that we'll have coming here, and we do already have 3 players signed to the team too. So, which all 3 actually hail from Michigan, and they also came out of the Detroit Combine too. So, and I'm coughing even without any caffeine, guys. So,
Another thing about the draft is any player who wants to be draft eligible has to declare by the 29th.
right. So it's, if you guys didn't hear, if you want to become eligible for the draft, you have to declare yourself on, I believe it's NRHL.com or through their forum on their Facebook page by February 29th. And trust me, it's going to be it's a great time if you actually can play. And
Something different.
yeah, it's going to be in great arenas. Family Arena down in the St. Louis area is actually one of the most beautiful arenas around.
And the best arena of all, Mccullum.
Yes.
Plus, St. Louis Vipers had a roller hockey team back in the old days.
Right. And
So they're very popular with that.
the which is kind of weird because Jeff Blum, who was a Port Huron Border Cap, played for the St. Louis Vipers at that time too.
I think he was on that same team when they won the championship.
Yes. So so we got experience coming in. Jeff Blum, if you don't know, is going to be our GM. So he has the experience to actually bring us the championship. He has the experience to bring everything full circle for us. Even if we don't win the championship, he'll bring us a good pool of talent to keep us excited every night. So, and we are guaranteed playoffs. So,
Yeah, 4 teams, they automatically in.
At least for this year.
yes.
Next year will be more.
I mean, I can't complain though. At least 1 year. 1 year. So should we get to the elephant in the room? The thing that everyone's been talking about.
Oh, yes.
Kobe?
Yeah.
No, not that
No.
thing.
The slap shot to the bench.
Mr.
We
Slap
can
Shot.
wait 10 minutes on that. I want to get
You
my
want
opinion.
to
Yeah.
wait till the next
Next
segment.
commercial.
I do have a video on that too. So
Yeah. All right. So we'll
Oh,
talk
you-
about that in the next segment.
He's gone.
Yeah, he's done.
Mr. Slap Shot.
Mr. Jackass.
All right. Let's go on to something then. If we're gonna hold off on that, we could talk all night on that one, easily.
Yeah.
No comment.
Michael Bunn should be on suspended for just absolutely murdering him on the ice then.
Let's get to that after the break. But I do want to remind actually everybody about what we talked about, I believe, 2 episodes ago. The Air Force Reserve is having their special game on February 15th. That's going to be out in Mount Clemens this year. The past versus the present. So it's I know we have a game as the Port Huron Prowlers that night, but the Air Force Reserve out in Selfridge actually puts on a really good show.
Is it Air Force or Air National Guard?
I'm not sure now. I'm sorry.
Because Selfridge isn't technically an Air Force base. It's
No,
an Air
there's
National
other stuff
Guard
on
base.
Selfridge.
Right.
Huh?
There's other stuff on Selfridge.
There is, but it's technically an Air National Guard base.
Yeah.
Let me look at a bit.
You guys do some work while I'm off camera.
It is, yeah, it's the Air National Guard. So it's either way. They put on a good show each year with the Michigan Warriors. The Michigan Warriors program, if you don't know, they've been through Port Huron a few times.
Mm-hmm.
They're basically for decommissioned veterans
Right.
who have like PTSD or have been injured in the line of work.
Oh, those Michigan Warriors, not the ones that were in Flint in the NRHL.
No, not the assholes. Excuse my language, but the Michigan Warriors, they actually, for where they come from, they still have a lot of fight in them.
Mm-hmm.
And these are the same people that actually would, when the Red Wings alumni would make their rounds in Southeast Michigan, this would be the team that would stand them up a lot. So it's you should go out to Mount Clemens, even just for that.
What time is that at? Anyways?
The doors open that day at 4:30.
There's a scrimmage before that.
Yes, and
That's
that's
at 3:30, isn't it?
no, that's at 5:30.
The game starts, I think, at 7:30 something.
The actual game starts at 6:30 between the Michigan Warriors and the Selfridge Hockey Club, but the
7:30
scrim-
Atlanta time.
yes. But the Livonia Pee Wee Hockey Club scrimmage is at 5:30. So it's not only they're promoting for themselves, they're also promoting for the community too. So it's a great time to be anything Army or National Guard or anything military essentially, because they want to give back to the community more than ever right now. They want to help out everybody, and we need to show them our support because of that. Because these are the people that fight for our freedom and keep us protected. And talking about people that actually like are great people, we are actually here at Big One. So
Yes.
In Fort Gratiot.
yes, in
Yes,
Fort
come on up
Gratiot.
and have something to eat.
Well, actually, technically Fort Huron because Fort Gratiot's
Fort
right over
Science
there.
is a little farther down there.
We're still actually on Fort Gratiot's side of the
That is
street.
true because this is
Yeah.
how screwed up they made this town.
They should redo the whole thing, honestly.
But
Take Port Huron searches from. Turn your lights on, you idiot.
we got the
We got Michael in the background.
No, there's some idiot driving who doesn't have any of his
Lights on.
lights on his car, and it's dark outside.
oh, I could have never noticed.
I thought you were talking about in the
I thought
parking
those were
lot.
tinted windows. I
Yeah.
thought they were tinted windows.
No. Even with the tinted windows here, you can tell who has their headlights on or not.
Well,
Did you guys touch on Silver Stick?
not yet.
There you
But
go.
let me continue this plug.
Yeah, because we're almost ready for the next segment. We only got 4 minutes.
Because Big Boy, they've done a lot for us, so. And they do have great food. They have great servers.
Don't they have an olive burger?
Yes, they have the olive burger, which is actually, as weird as it might seem, is actually really good. So you need to come out and actually try it for yourself.
They have the Big Boy Classic on special right now too. It comes with fries, a drink, coleslaw, and I guess she said garlic bread too.
Amazing. Oh, and the other day I just had their special cake with ice cream in the middle.
Yeah.
The chocolate ice cream cake.
Is it those homemade or something? Or are they store bought?
Those are homemade.
They make all their desserts are supposed to be homemade.
Oh, okay.
They're all
They make them
homemade.
in-house. And then I had their waffles and chicken.
That even surprised you, didn't it?
Yes, I don't normally eat breakfast with chicken.
Isn't
So-
the shakes homemade too?
Yes. Hand dipped, handmade. I'm about to get myself some shake and probably during the next break, dude.
He's also going to give himself a nice dose of diabetes.
Yes.
So you're staying away from the fries tonight?
Yes. I need myself some chocolate, dude. I am craving.
Yeah, you might want to rephrase that.
Yeah, at least it wasn't me this time.
I'm surrounded by a lot of perverts.
No, you just have a dirty. You're just
No,
surrounded
no,
by people with
no.
dirty minds, and you
No.
don't think things through.
I shouldn't have to. I'm sorry, guys, for these dirty, dirty minds.
No one's watching this show, so what does it matter?
We got 12 people.
We hit 20. We almost hit 30 earlier.
Then they realized I wasn't here and tuned out.
I can't wait until Grandma gets here.
We'll have all 5 of us on it.
Yeah, then Chris's chocolate will show up.
The what?
Chris's chocolate will show up.
Oh,
I quit, guys. I really do. I let this get out of hand for 22 episodes.
Hey, I said I could get us a round of Bud Lights going, you know.
That'll just make things worse.
Well, Megan won't let Bobby drink.
Well,
I
she'll
don't.
see him on live drinking a beer, and then the phones won't stop ringing.
I don't drink, so it doesn't matter.
I don't.
Justin can't drink.
Not in
I
public,
drink-
at least.
The only time I drink if I get invited to something.
Justin can't drink.
Amanda
Yes,
only
no,
watches
no,
part
you-
of the
No,
stream,
Technically, he can. Canada.
but we're not in Canada,
We're
though.
not in Canada
He'll be 21
though.
June.
Now. June will be 21.
Okay. So in
Um,
June you can legally buy cigarettes again.
I don't smoke anyway, so
Right.
don't help me.
if you have any questions about legitimate things, please get them in so I can get them off their dirty minds and their drunkenness.
None of us are drunk, Chris.
Y'all are talking about beer.
You can talk about beer without drinking beer.
That just makes us rednecks then.
No, maybe you talk about beer while drinking a beer, while watching NASCAR,
Then you're redneck.
Then you're right.
You're yeah.
while shooting your guns off for no reason.
Well, I better get out of here then.
Except NASCAR doesn't start for another couple weeks. None of us carry, and we don't have any beer.
Well, that's a whole different other story. So let's.
Anyway, commercial break.
We got 10 seconds. Like,
10 seconds.
Hey, we could be silent for the last 8 in honor of Kobe.
Yeah.
and there we go. And that was actually a tragic
Yes.
helicopter death because that had also involved his 13-year-old daughter. So
It doesn't matter.
Well,
It doesn't
yeah.
matter who involved it. It's, you know, it's still
I'm just
loss
saying
of
it.
life.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm just
tragic.
saying 9
Well,
people total. That's
then-
even worse.
And one family lost mom, dad, and daughter.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Another family lost their mother and I believe it was
And the way that people found out too.
TMZ.
Yeah.
You know, that could be a discussion after the commercial
Yeah.
break when we come back and all that, and then we can get Drummond's opinion on the Duncan incident too when he shows up.
We'll be right back after these messages.
At Big Boy, we've got lots of omelets all day, every day. Like the Meaty Meat Lovers, Savory Southern, or Hearty Denver. It's your Big Boy.
Hey guys, it's Crystal from the Port Huron Prowlers. Back to you from behind the scenes. I'm with Mitz today, and Mitz and I are here to give you guys some examples of things the guys would like on the bus trip. Mitz, do you think the guys would like granola bars? What about fruit and vegetables? Okay, not vegetables, but how about fruit? Cases of water? What about some Powerade and Gatorade? Well, there you have it. Some true facts of what Mitz thinks our boys should have on the road trips. Thanks for watching and enjoy the show.
At Big Boy, we've got lots of omelets all day, every day. Like the Meaty Meat Lovers, Savory Southern, or Hearty Denver. It's your Big Boy.
Well, not really. I got the beat. Oh, elite wrestling tomorrow, guys. If you're on wrestling. I can't believe I let myself get. Oh, I thought that one was good.
Border City Paranormal is a professional paranormal team located in the Blue Water area. If you have any uneasy feelings, hear bumps in the night that cannot be explained, or hear rumors about your home or business, please give us a call.
All right, quick guys.
Yeah, we're all in the shot, so I didn't screw the camera up.
Welcome back. Now we actually do have Mike on the camera. Thank you for coming.
Yep, the beauty's here, so.
I don't want to sit next to him anymore.
That's your problem.
Well, damn. Who chose the seating?
You did.
You.
Who?
From episode 1.
Yeah, nice job, Chris. You could have put yourself on the end, but no, you had to put
I
yourself.
screwed
Alright,
myself.
Diet Mountain Dew.
Thank you.
Thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much.
Water over there for you.
Thank you.
And regular Mountain Dew for you. I don't know. Anybody, you want a straw or anything here?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
And that was our lovely waitress from Big Boy.
One of the lovely waitresses
Yes.
from Big Boy.
Um,
So we were talking about the Kobe accident.
yes.
Yeah, finding out. I didn't know anything till my sister texted me about it, and then I went on Twitter and I saw the TMZ report, and then I saw other reports about a helicopter crash out in that area, and it's like, oh. And then went to my parents' house and was like, "Where's the remote?" My mom was like, "Why?" I was like, "Kobe Bryant died."
I was working in the Silver Stick tournament.
Yeah, I just saw it on my phone.
Yeah.
It was really weird. Because he was only 41.
Right,
And-
but he was on the way from with his daughter Gigi, or Gianna, known as Gigi, along with the pilot, another coach, three parents and three other parents and two other players to his Mamba Academy in, I think it's Thousand Oaks,
Yeah.
for a basketball practice or a tournament or a game,
It was
whatever.
a tournament they were going to.
Yeah.
So, a basketball camp
Yeah.
of some type.
The NTSB and FAA have to do their investigations, but they absolutely slammed into the ground at
Somebody actually videotaped it.
something around 160 knots.
Oh my
So,
God. That is fast.
yeah.
They also showed a little bit ago that they dropped, I forgot how many feet within 6 seconds.
Right. According to a Flight Radar 24, when they crashed, they were going over negative 4,000 feet per minute.
Whoa.
So,
They're lucky that they were recognizable at that point.
Yeah.
right. Well, the initial report was 5 people, and somebody on ABC News had misspoke and said that it was him and all his daughters. Then the manifest came out and they said 9 people, and I was like, holy crap.
Does that include a pilot too? 9?
Yeah. But according to Wikipedia, the type of helicopter he was in, it was like, this was only the 4th incident or crash involving this type of helicopter, and this helicopter's been built since the 70s, so
So you have to wonder what really came into this kind of.
you have to wonder if we obviously, like I said, you gotta let the FAA and the NTSB do their investigation, but I'm sure weather played a factor in it, because they said
It was foggy in there.
very foggy and rainy, and you have to imagine maybe some mechanical failure
Was involved.
was
maybe.
involved.
But why was it even okay to get off the ground if it was foggy and rainy though?
Because when they left, they let that then once you're in the air.
Well, you know, why is it okay for a plane to fly when it's
Foggy and rainy.
Right.
Because guess what? There's equipment in the plane or aircraft, helicopter, whatever, to help guide you to where you're going. through conditions like that.
It'd be alright for y'all to check them on the ground, but when you're up in the air, it's a whole different story.
Right. You know, like when you're flying in a plane at 37,000 feet, you know, on the ground it could be 80. When you're in the air, it's negative 80. You know.
So,
but you know, the experience of the pilot and all that plays a factor, and we won't know for most likely a year and a half or so, and because it's going to be a very thorough investigation.
Yeah.
And
especially with having a big name like Kobe Bryant tied to
well,
it.
even if it was 9 people who weren't Kobe Bryant, you know, even if Kobe Bryant wasn't on that,
I'm just saying that since it was more publicized, so now they need to go through who was actually on the scene watching it and all that too. So,
but if you go to YouTube or if you're a basketball fan or watch the NBA, you've seen or heard teams from around the league have been doing tributes to Kobe by taking either a 24-second shot clock violation to start the game, or an 8-second backcourt violation.
Some teams are retiring its members too.
Mavericks.
And it's been announced that he's going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Which, let's be honest, he was eligible.
He was going already.
He was eligible this year. He was going to be in no matter what.
Yeah.
well, the good thing is at least this frees up another spot for someone else. So
No.
because what's the automatic? It's still free. It's still a normal election process though too. So it does.
Well, you know, this year it was going to be Kobe, Tim Duncan. I think who's the other name? There was another I think first timer that you know is going to be elected.
And the sad thing is, I just went through the list too.
So okay. Basketball. Kevin Garnett.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, those. It was going to be a star-studded. Well, and I don't know. They haven't said if they're going to, change or if it's going to be an automatic. But they said he's going to be honored in that way. But you knew he was going to be in this year.
But what comes into question now? Who accepts the nomination for him? So
Probably his wife.
There's going to be a long list of people who are going to be willing to step up and make a speech about him, including Shaq, who
even though they had their differences in their final years,
they had their differences, but they still are good friends. And from everything you're hearing, as good or as great of a player as Kobe was, he was an even better father. I can't.
something like that.
Yeah. And your chocolate's here.
The one thing that I liked is a video that came out right away about the Detroit Pistons, where they were wearing both of his numbers on their jersey.
Mike.
He's on the phone.
So that's a good thing, is that they had his name as well as both of his numbers on their jerseys.
Right.
Not just one.
Yeah.
So.
And we can get Mike Grummett's opinion on this. Kobe.
Yes.
Wait. Let's see.
What
We're just talking about him being honored by teams and being inducted and going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, and the tragedy of that crash and things like that. And we kind of wanted to wait for you to get here to get your opinion on something else too.
Okay.
And so
you want my opinion on them retire the whole league retiring his jersey? or jerseys.
That or then a Hall of Fame induction.
It's not that it pertains to the FPHL.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that
In a second, yeah.
In a few.
Okay.
But yeah, your opinions on the tragedy and all that, because we know
You watch
You're-
more
you're-
NBA than us.
you're a
so.
big Pistons fan and
Well,
basketball fan in general.
Well, let's see. I remember watching the 04 finals when the Pistons played the Lakers
Right.
and having Richard Hamilton shut down Kobe. Not to mention, I have a friend who's a big Lakers fan. So, in the whole basketball world,
Can we get some better lighting in here?
when the whole basketball world, it hit everybody hard, especially me,
Right.
because I found out like an hour after it happened.
Well, I think everybody found out an hour after it happened through TMZ.
Well, yeah, true.
And
But the whole thing about that one is that, Kobe, not gonna tell lie, was a very special player.
right.
That how people my age and older idolize Jordan, people younger than me idolize Kobe.
Yeah, I mean, Chris and I grew up
Michael Jordan, man.
in that generation of, when you crumple up a piece of paper and throw it in a trash can, you yell Kobe.
Right.
But we're from Isaiah Thomas and Michael Jordan era.
Right.
I wish I was.
Because you guys are old.
Dude, I wish I was in the Bad Boys era, though. That's.
But truth be told, yeah, I didn't sleep much that night.
Right.
A lot of people didn't. Truthfully.
I didn't sleep at all that night.
Oh, well, because of your job. So that actually makes. Never mind. I'm not gonna finish that comment. No.
So
Dirty mind.
So,
Yes.
as for pertaining to the Hall of Fame induction, yes, sure enough he is the first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
Regardless,
I mean, he was gonna.
he was getting it regardless.
You're right.
Now-
And same with Tim Duncan's gonna go in regardless.
Right. So I mean,
Let's hope something doesn't happen to Tim Duncan though, or Kevin Garnett.
come on now.
No
seriously.
jinxes. Let's stop this right now.
All right.
Now, okay, as for jersey retirements,
I think it should be up to the teams. Like, I know Dallas has already announced that nobody's going to wear those jerseys again.
right.
And then,
Pistons were wearing the 24
yeah,
the other night.
and then Spencer Dinwiddie
Yeah, gave up his number.
changed his number from 8 to 26, which it's, I only saw a YouTube video, but 2 plus 6 is 8.
Yeah.
Kobe in the last 10 years wore 24, and his daughter Gigi wore 2. So there could be that,
As for a league wide, I don't know. I would say yes, but then they didn't retire Jordan's number league wise when he retired.
Well,
or Kareem's,
Right.
or Wilt Chamberlain's. Or I can name a few more.
Larry Bird.
Or Bird.
Not everybody
I
can beat
mean,
Gretzky. Let's be honest.
Well, there's only
No.
only 2 numbers in all the sports that I know of that are retired by their respective leagues league-wide. That's Gretzky's 99 and Jackie Robinson's 42.
Right.
And when they retired Robinson's 42, Mariano Rivera was wearing it.
That's how you're looking
And-
good.
Thanks, Dad.
And they have a Jackie Robinson Day every year in baseball, but Mariano Rivera was the last player to wear 42 because he was able to be grandfathered into it.
And he wore it for 10, 15 years after?
Who knows? But he was the greatest closer of all time. So
Yeah.
Right.
So
But-
should we get on to that other subject
I
before
don't-
we go to
Yes.
segment?
if you were to retire both numbers, you got to retire 23.
Yeah.
And you got to retire Kareem's number, and you got
You
to
retire Bird's number. Well,
Bird-
Kareem and Bird's got the same number. You both
Kareem,
want the-
Kareem
Yeah.
Magic Johnson. If you retire certain players' number, league-wide, you have to go through an entire list of players and be like, okay, this number has to be retired league-wide. You know, there's you could argue, you know, when it comes to
Baseball,
Gretzky, there's no.
When it comes to Gretzky, Gretzky's the only guy there. It's that besides Eisenman and Gordie Howe.
Well,
then on top of that,
Eisman was never at Gretzky's level.
but
Okay.
He was the greatest captain, but
Yes. But, you know, Gretzky is the greatest hockey player ever.
That's
You know,
that's
there's
some
no
people's opinion.
there's no
Of that
argument.
era.
The only person that argues that is Gretzky, and because he idolized Gordie Howe.
yes,
You know,
which is
when it comes
rightfully
to
so.
right, when it comes to Jackie Robinson, it's because he broke the color barrier in baseball.
And
When it comes to Kobe, you'll always have that debate on who's the greatest basketball player ever. Is
But
it
then
Kobe?
again,
Is it
you-
Jordan? Is it LeBron?
there's so many people that are one and the same essentially because of their playing skills.
Right. I mean, I think it was ESPN tweeted a photo of, or somebody tweeted a photo and it was retweeted on Twitter or I saw it on Facebook or something of where Kobe shot from. And in close to the basket was purple, the rest was yellow, and it was, you know, like a peacock. It was so consistent on, you know, where he hit shots from. Like there were two spots near the corners, but not right in the corner, where it wasn't covered. Because they did the same thing with LeBron, and his had the right like 1 to 2 feet inside the 3-point line. There was like no shots. But you know, but if you're going to retire a number league wide, it has to be for a player that you believe will never be touched in any way, shape, or form when it comes to your records.
in basketball, that's a tough one. But that's a whole that's the debate for a whole nother ordeal.
Right.
So-
Truthfully, we can't even get on that one right now. That's a whole nother debate.
Okay.
All right, let's throw this video. That way, when we come back from the commercial break,
Or we can
can
start the commercial break, or start the video after the commercial break.
Might as
We
well
could-
get the video in before we do it, since we still
Okay.
got 2 minutes.
All right.
We can
It's
touch
all-
on Silver Stick right now, and what the
Yes, but we're gonna run out of time to even get to our regular part of our show.
yeah, we don't need to cover that.
That's 3 games, dude.
Yeah. So
Let's get this video. It's a minute long, so that's I think we all know what's coming up.
well, we got if it's a minute long, we got 50 seconds. We can get Silver Stick in quick.
No, there's a lot to talk about. You know,
No, the teams that won.
So Anaheim won the Bantam Double A, and then Omaha won the Single A.
Yep. No. Bantam Double A, Pee Wee Double A.
Yes, Pee Wee Double A was won by Omaha.
Yeah.
So
Congratulations to those teams, and now.
very well fought games, both of them.
yes,
Very well.
and here we go to this actually kind of disgusting play.
Yeah, screw you, Brody Duncan.
Motion from him, you know something's obviously going on.
That was slapped at the Carolina bench by Brody Duncan, and now he's going to get jumped. Michael Bunn is delivering the pain, raining in left fists right on top of Brody Duncan. And what an awful and unsportsmanlike way to end what otherwise was a good hockey game. That was despicable. And Brody Duncan still has more words to share with Bunn. Carolina caps off the win, and have a look at this.
Brody Duncan's an idiot, and I'm glad he's out of the league for the rest of the year. playoffs, and I hope he is out of the league forever.
And that's your final 6 seconds before commercial break. Thank you. Well, we'll get back to our actual real comments right after this commercial break.
But no, I guess unfortunately.
Hey guys, it's Crystal from the Port Huron Prowlers. Back to you from behind the scenes. I'm with Mitz today, and Mitz and I are here to give you guys some examples of things the guys would like on the bus trip. Mitz, do you think the guys would like granola bars? What about fruit and vegetables? Okay, not vegetables, but how about fruit? Cases of water? What about some Powerade and Gatorade? Well, there you have it. Some true facts of what Mitz thinks our boys should have on the road trips. Thanks for watching and enjoy the show.
At Big Boy, we've got lots of omelets all day, every day. Like the Meaty Meat Lovers, Savory Southern, or Hearty Denver. It's your Big Boy.
Well, not really. I got to be elite wrestling tomorrow, guys. If you're on wrestling. I can't believe I let myself get caught. That one was good.
Border City Paranormal is a professional paranormal team located in the Blue Water area. If you have any uneasy feelings, hear bumps in the night that cannot be explained, or hear rumors about your home or business, please give us a call.
And welcome back. So I know we were talking about it a little bit during the commercial break, but
Brody Duncan's more of a cement head than Nick Wright.
Yeah.
It's just I'm completely uncalled for.
Yeah.
I have to agree. I agree with the Carolina players going off the bench. After them. That's just not.
Michael Bunn should be celebrated, suspended.
I mean, quite honestly though, you gotta understand, you're not supposed to come off the bench to go attack a guy. Granted, however, yes, that is a bonehead play. Bonehead move by a bonehead guy.
And that's
why I'm not arguing their suspensions.
Coach Andre
I'm not
Neek
arguing their suspensions either.
jumped off the bench, ran over,
somebody
punched
shoots
him.
a puck at your face, what are you going to do?
Hey, sure enough, yeah, I'd be ready to knock somebody's teeth
Well,
out.
that's the only reason why Bunn only got 5 games. Because he was.
Like I said, I'm not debating their suspensions because they did leave the bench. But I'm just saying that, as a person, if a puck's coming at my face, somebody deliberately shot it at me, I'm probably going to jump the bench too and go after him.
I'm not disputing that though. I'm just saying the obvious. The obvious is, yes, the rule states you're not supposed to come off the bench to attack a player. However, in that case, I can see Bond's point.
Yep.
Well, it was the end of the game. They were going to be coming off the bench anyway to go to the locker.
So you're saying so you're saying he should get one because of it?
Michael Button should be given a raise.
So he's going to get 3 games instead of 5. Wait till the end of the
No,
game.
he should have gotten a raise. He should have gotten no games.
Hey,
You know, if somebody shoots the puck at your bench deliberately, because I know there's times that a puck will go into a bench, but you know it's not deliberate.
Right.
You know, and it could be on a dump in or something. But Brody Duncan wound up and purposely shot the puck at the bench on a meaningless face-off in a game that was over.
yeah.
You know,
He should have just left it alone, went back to the locker room.
right? But Brody Duncan's a
So
smackhead.
we've seen him do BS stuff like that before. He got into it with
I
a
mean,
player at our arena, and he threw their gear up in the stands.
I mean, okay, so few seasons ago, you had that no fight beer drinking incident on the ice.
Yeah.
And those players
We're banned.
banned from the league, and then after a while,
Was it
the league rescinded it, and one of them came back. But this is worse than that. You know,
That's nothing compared to this.
right?
Yeah.
Brody, and he was originally suspended 15 games, but he's now out for the season, including the playoffs. Yeah, who was it? Jesse
Felton.
Jesse Felton and Matt Pontieri. I think Felton was the one that came back. Yeah.
But all in all, a total of combined 39 games, guaranteed.
No, it shouldn't be that. It should be he's done.
He's done.
Yeah, I'm saying between like all 6-7 players that got suspended.
His hockey career should be over.
Yeah,
because
it's like
he's not good enough to move up. And
it kind of. Let's be honest. It kind of reminds me of what Todd Bertuzzi did when he was with Vancouver. When he basically almost killed the person.
I will disagree with the fact with he almost killed a guy. Yes, he suckered him, drove his head into the ground, but not that. I don't think that's what broke Steve Moore's neck. I think a lot of people think that it was the players going after Bertuzzi and the dog pile on top of Steve Moore. So, yes, what Todd Bertuzzi did in sucker punching Steve Moore was wrong, and he served his time for it. But saying he almost killed a guy is wrong, in my opinion, because I don't think he was the one who broke his neck.
True.
This one, you know, that was a fist. This one was a puck
Could have killed somebody.
that hit a fan, caused them to have staples, right?
Yes.
So, you know, this coming at you, maybe
Black eye or something.
black eye,
Concussion.
get knocked out.
Broken nose.
That, and this, what? You could throw it maybe 25 miles an hour?
25 to 30.
This, a 1-inch thick piece of rubber
That's frozen.
that can be shot upwards of 109 miles an hour, as we saw in the AHL skills competition with Marty Ferks. Congratulations to him on the new hardest shot record. But, and that's from a running start too. But this, maybe 75 to 80 miles an hour coming off a stick of a FPHL player, you know, this hits you in the head in the right spot, you're dead.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
So,
a fist isn't gonna kill you. You know, it'll knock you out, knock you silly, give you a concussion, but unless it's like repeated multiple times in the same area. But this one shot could hurt you or cause you to lose your life, you know?
Which is sad.
And if I was that fan or Carolina or any of the Carolina players, you know, where did that happen? In Winston-Salem or Mentor?
Winston-Salem.
You know,
Carolina.
I'd want to press charges against Brody Duncan for, you know, because
Could be a weapon.
this you could consider at that point coming off the stick being a deadly weapon.
Exactly. So it's Duncan better consider himself very lucky that he's not behind bars right now.
Well, he should consider himself very lucky that he's not arrested.
Yeah, exactly my point though.
But I wouldn't say behind bars because you'd still have to go through the trial and all that.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, that's a disgusting act by a terrible player who should no longer be allowed to play the sport of hockey.
And it definitely puts to point that that everything that you do has consequences, and it's and we need the refs to play their part better, so something like this can be avoided at all costs.
Well, you got. I mean, what? I don't think that's.
It's just the frustrations over like
non-calls.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. The refs weren't doing their part, and Duncan took it upon himself to like attack the other team because of it.
But
So.
as we say too, there's still no call, no reason for it.
Yeah.
On that.
Well,
No matter how frustrated you are.
Because there's no penalty for slapping a puck at somebody's face, they gave Duncan 5 minutes for spear, but everybody knew what was going on.
He did spear Bun legitimately.
Oh.
Because if you notice in the video, when Bun gets probably a good like 3-4 feet from him, he's like this with the blood.
They didn't give him a penalty for the shooting the puck out of the.
So the penalties at that time were Bun got 2 for his skating, a double minor for illegal equipment, 5 for fighting, game misconduct for leaving the player's bench, and a game misconduct for aggressor. Duncan got 5 for spearing in a game, and then Connor Haas got a game for third man in. But
what was the illegal equipment?
Because Bun basically came off the bench with no gloves, no stick. He
mainly tried to
He
attack
came
him.
off the bench to
fight,
kick his ass,
beat the living hell out of.
I just wanted because I you know, what was the
Right.
didn't understand what was the illegal equipment.
It's a bum rush call, basically.
Yeah.
There's no really way to word it.
Right.
Besides that.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, so Brody Duncan, you're an idiot. I hope you're watching our show.
Yeah, I hope he is watching, and
And here's just calling him an idiot.
And your uncle doesn't even back you up anymore, dude. Sorry. You were called out by your own damn team.
Yeah.
And that's bad when your own
Own
team won't even
family.
back you up. So let's get to these games. We had 3 this week.
Yes.
The very first one was actually a Wednesday game where Danville traveled to Port Huron. And it was actually a really well thought game since the 4 of us were there. So, and that was actually kind of a special night too.
Also, do you see any of, going back to the Duncan thing for a second, do you see that in any other league? I know the FPHL is trying to clean up their reputation, and then they have something like this happen.
It's bad, but it's the only league that we really see.
But that's the thing that that's why they need to crack down on these things, because
Right.
if we really want to get a name going, we need to crack down on these type
Right.
of issues. You can't have it.
Right.
Quit giving minor suspensions for stuff like this. And
the Stoya stick throwing incident is
Stupid.
It is a terrible suspension, as I've mentioned multiple times before. I'd be all for if a player were to throw his stick into the crowd deliberately, not trying to get rid of it after he breaks it, but like deliberately throws it in the crowd. Then I would agree with the suspension. Stop giving suspensions for minor things. Like a player accidentally tossing a stick into the crowd.
He could have technically fought that, couldn't he?
I think so.
Oh, there it is.
Yep.
I didn't do it, I swear.
Well, that shows your alibi.
Yeah.
You've been on camera, so.
Probably going to the apartments or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you sell those 5-minute ones.
Oops.
Chris Baker's third.
Okay, so then now we'll get to the
games.
The games. Chris is dying over here, so.
Yes, I am. I need that ambulance.
I'll tell you, the game against Danville. When you start the Fred Hines show.
No, wait. We covered. Oh yeah, we covered
all
Elmira.
over again.
Wednesday night.
No, we haven't covered Elmira.
Fred Hine got all 3 goals.
Yeah,
so
that's
why
why I said the Fred Hines show. All
Yeah.
over
I'm half blind. I couldn't find.
How many fingers?
7.
Yes.
Mike, how many fingers?
So
Chris's chocolate.
Not Mike.
Hey, they haven't brought it.
He didn't order it.
He didn't order it, but it showed up.
Wow.
Well, because he was talking about that, then he started talking about you showing up.
No, so Chris mentioned that he was going to get a shake, and he was like, "I need my chocolate."
And then he started about Mike was on his way.
And I kind of took it in a different direction, and we were going to be like...
Anyway, first start.
When Mike gets here, we'll be like, your chocolate has arrived.
2 seconds later, you show up.
So, 3 starts of the game, where Fred Hine with his really creepy photo, I can't tell if he has, like, if he's trying to look like he has double horns on his head, or what. Nobody can see that, Chris. Seriously?
Nah.
Then Zachary Zolkanich, and then Jesse Gordachuk. So the Danville announcers were having a field day, probably, and South Parking themselves by a computer all night.
Did they show the games at McMorrin?
No, but every home game.
Oh
they are kissing Fred Hines' rear end like no other.
Literally,
yes.
Like
he's the whole team pretty much.
Like
yeah,
he's,
like he's with Elmira.
If those announcers could carry Fred Hines' baby, they would.
No. Hines, the Danville guys are worse than the Elmira guys.
Oh,
a lot worse.
Danville's horrible.
But all right,
Danville is horrible. Anyway, so
how about that?
So Danville opens scoring 58 seconds in the game, even strength on goal by Fred Hine from Artem Efimov. Barakov?
Some Russian name.
Yeah. And then Patrick Zelak. At least Patrick has an easy name. You know it's a hockey name, but at least it's easier than having a hyphenated Russian name that you can't pronounce either of the last names.
Can you pronounce his first name?
Artem.
There you go.
Anyways.
Dalton J tied it at the 7:49 mark of the second period, assisted by Zolkanich and Dalton Young. Then Fred Hine from Artem, I'm not going to try again, and Logan Haygood. That was at the 10:20 mark of the second. And then Zolkanich tied it up at the 3:27 mark of the third from Austin Federley and Dalton J. And then Fred Hine scored the game winner at the 9:11 mark, assisted by Zelak. Penalties, Zolkanich boarding, Hine hooking, Tyler Becker tripping, Seth Emser cross-checking, Haygood delay game, worst penalty in all sports. Matt Graham and Troy Murray got each 2 for roughing, and Troy Murray also got 2 for cross-checking on that same play. Alex Gregorich high sticking, and then Justin.
Okay, let's go back to that high sticking. And
Hold
Gregorich.
on. You can once I finish the penalties.
Fine.
And then Justin Brosson got 2 for hooking. Attendance was 774, which is okay for a Wednesday, especially having a guy singing while skating around the ice.
It's actually pretty cool. He did good. He was a nice guy, very nice guy.
Yeah.
And he used to play Silver Sticks here in Port Huron.
Yeah.
He was part of the '99 winning team, so.
Okay.
Not bad,
Now, on to that high sticking penalty.
This is the point where I actually started yelling at Enzor and their goalie. Because if you guys remember, this is the point where it should have been roughing on both people, not a high sticking.
How many times did the goalie knock the net off?
Yeah.
5 times.
And the funny part is when we were on this side of the ice, the net didn't go off once, but when he was on the other side still, he was kicking that net off too.
Honestly, though, this is when Gregorich and number 2, I can't remember his name, were in the neutral zone, basically punching each other in the face.
Going on, 'cause there's a
And
siren.
that's sad. But this is where they were punching each other in the face in the neutral zone. And somehow Gregorich comes away with a high sticking. And I'm not going to say what I said.
Ben Bukal. Ben Bukal. Number 2 for Danville, right?
Yes,
Ben
Bukal.
Bukal.
Okay, that. And I start yelling, and Enzor actually takes it kind of personal.
Yeah.
So.
What a baby.
Yes, exactly.
He flipped me off after what I said.
Tell him to suck.
I did in so many words.
Tell him to kiss your ass.
And I kind of missed what Gordichuk was doing because I was turning looking at you guys. So, what did he do to me? Which was the goal?
I don't know. I more pay more attention to Indoor than Gordichuk. Gordichuk was just, well, personal opinion.
Don't know it wasn't there. Don't know it wasn't
From
there.
what Danon was telling me at the game,
Right?
yeah, it was you. He was like,
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like,
the dirt off the shoulder flip off.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You know, he flipped
So-
me
Did
off.
we play Danville again at home this year?
I do not believe so.
No, that was the only home game left.
No, I think the rest of them are on the road.
What?
Yep.
Yeah, hold on.
Do we only get like,
While you continue, I can look it up real fast.
do we only get like 3 games against them at home this year or something?
I got
It's
it.
sad.
I got
right
the
now.
folder one in my wallet.
Oh, wait.
Okay, well, we'll move on to Elmira.
The first game
The
on
first
the.
game, which was a
What do they want to know?
4-3 shootout win for the Prowlers. We know, Justin.
We need to go on break, but we'll get the score out done
How
first.
about we go on break and then get the score from the Elmira
Okay.
games?
Yeah.
Let's go to break really quick, and then we'll be right back.
Hey guys, it's Crystal from the Port Huron Prowlers. Back to you from behind the scenes. I'm with Mitz today, and Mitz and I are here to give you guys some examples of things the guys would like on the bus trip. Mitz, do you think the guys would like granola bars? What about fruit and vegetables? Okay, not vegetables, but how about fruit? Cases of water? What about some Powerade and Gatorade? Well, there you have it. Some true facts of what Mitz thinks our boys should have on the road trips. Thanks for watching and enjoy the show.
At Big Boy, we've got lots of omelets all day, every day. Like the meaty meat lovers, savory Southern, or hearty Denver. It's your Big Boy.
Well, not really. I got the beat. Oh, League Wrestling tomorrow, guys. If you're on wrestling. Hey. I can't believe I let myself get caught. That one was good.
Border City Paranormal is a professional paranormal team located in the Blue Water area. If you have any uneasy feelings, hear bumps in the night that cannot be explained, or hear rumors about your home or business, please give us a call.
Yes, you are. Welcome back.
Okay, so
Back to the-
we're on to
Elmira.
the first Elmira game, which was a 4-3 shootout win for the Prowlers. And then I have my opinions on the FHL shootout, and I'll get to that after. So 3 stars were Larry Vartman. How do you say it?
Larry Bergen.
Yeah. Who?
Technically got a hat trick.
No. Who won the game for the Prowlers?
Yes. He got 2 goals in the shootout, though, and the 1 goal during the game, so that's why.
So that's
Andrew Harrison was 2nd star for Elmira, and then Zachary Zelkanich was 3rd star. Zelkanich was a minute 55 into the game on an assist from Dalton Young. And then 9 minutes later at the 10:55 mark, Justin Portillo from Alex Strack and Brian Parsons. And then at the 7:14 mark of the second period, Brandon Tucker from Zach Peace and Troy Passingham. So a goalie got an assist. And then at the 1:42 mark of the third, it was Andrew Harrison from former Prowler and best FPHL player of all time,
Mr. 800.
Mr. Dumbass, and Gino Mini. And then, wait, how did he get a goal and an assist when he didn't score a goal in the game? What the?
Hey, it's the FHL.
Larry didn't score a goal at all during regulation. So he can't have a goal and an assist. Whatever.
Anyways.
Then Elmira tied it at the 15:39 mark of the third on a goal from Cameron Yarwood. Oh wait, Dalton J. from Larry at the 7:51 mark of the
Which was
third.
shorthanded.
And then Andrew Harrison and Ahmad Mahfouz assisted on the Yarwood goal. And then in shootout, in the first round, Larry scored for Elmira, and then Tyler Jurich scored for Elmira. Larry scored for Port Huron.
Any comments on that?
No.
I'm a
I'm out
dumbass.
shut.
And then round two, both Jay and Mahfouz were unable to score. Round three, Federley and Tucker were unable to score. And then it was Larry and George in the next two rounds, which, in my opinion, if you're doing a 5-round shootout, it should be 5 different shooters for each team before you go back to any player. Instead of it being a 3-round and then, we can send whatever player we want out. Or as they do in the NHL, every player has to shoot, and then after that you can...
So what happened at the end? That a little bit confused me.
At the FHL...
The FHL is stupid in how they do shootouts. We saw it, I think, our first year with Trevor as coach, where he, after 3 shooters, sent out a shooter who had already shot. And you know who hasn't commented all night?
Crystal.
Crystal.
She's not on yet.
She has a
before
reason.
she gets on. So penalties, all for Port Huron in this game. Pace was slashed, delay a game. Pace cross-checking, Parsons delay a game. Pace hooking, Zokanich delay a game. Zokanich high sticking, Zokanich hooking. Dang, they couldn't give Joe 2 in between Zokanich's 3. Attendance was 3,617.
What night was that? Friday?
Friday. That was in Elmira. So then Saturday, Elmira beat Port Huron 5-2. George was first star of the game. Glenn Patterson second star. Joseph Young third star. Matt Graham opened the scoring shorthanded at the 19:29 mark of the first period, and that was assisted by Joe Pace and Brian Parsons. Patterson tied it up at the 1:47 mark of the second.
Something real quick. Hello, Ellie Pace, and congratulations on the
beat.
On the baby
Yes.
girl.
Yes.
Yes,
Baby girl?
congrats.
Baby girl.
Yes.
Baby girl.
They named her Grace, right?
Piper.
Oh, Piper, sorry.
Piper.
I am sorry about that.
Piper.
Is it Piper Grace?
I just know seen the part of Piper.
Yeah. But congrats, and hopefully you get to go home soon with her if you haven't already. So
Congratulations.
Usually it's 24 hours.
Yeah, it's 24 hours.
So sometimes they have to keep her for some reasons, but
Depending
how well the mom.
I know my cousin when her and her husband
No, there we
There
go.
we go.
Hey, Mike's back.
Mike, yay.
Which Mike?
Yeah. So that means no one is really listening. So
Anyway, where were we? Oh,
Mayor, second in line.
We got 6 people
Court-
watching.
the Jester
3.
for
But you guys say I'm, the one with the nasty mind and the cracking all the jokes. So I'd have to be the, gesture.
Yeah.
Hey, we're up
Not
to
the mayor.
5 because we finally have the mic back.
It wasn't out that long.
Right. So this weekend it's Mentor visiting Port Huron. Both
Hey, is
games.
Duncan gonna be at the game?
Absolutely not.
My guess is no.
Ian Duncan.
As a
Is
fan.
that how you say his name?
The coach will be there.
Yeah.
Oh, the
He's
coach?
Yeah.
Duncan.
But it's weird. It's like what? IAIN?
Yeah, something like that. So Friday and Saturday, Friday the 31st, Saturday the 1st.
I thought somebody told us that.
7:30 starts.
So,
predictions.
Grimmett.
Hey. Okay, before I give my prediction on Mentor Friday and Saturday, I want to apologize about the Elmira game Sunday. I mean, last week Saturday. I ragged y'all about picking Elmira. So, I put my foot in my mouth.
Oh, hey, we did get the one game right. I mean, the one
But
game right.
granted,
Yeah.
I did tell y'all at the game that Danville, you should have picked Danville for a loss.
Yeah.
But on that note, Prowlers 42 Friday night and 43 Saturday night. Prowlers.
Robert.
2-0 Friday and 3-2 on Saturday.
Empty net.
Yep.
Dana.
I think I'm going to go with same scores as Mike this weekend. And really,
Chris.
5-1 both nights.
Yo, okay.
Yo ho, you're.
So now if you predicting that 5-1, are you going to buy us all some food if you're wrong?
He's gonna buy you all beer.
No.
I prefer food.
Just not Robert, Megan. Just not Robert.
And maybe because
I don't drink beer, so it's not going to be me either.
So I guess Dana.
This is price cost about
Heard.
the same.
7-2 Friday, 6-1 Saturday.
Those are good scores.
Yeah. Have you guys mentioned our little giveaway for this shirt, or have we come up with
Not
one
yet, but we still have to do the standings first.
Hey, we're gonna make the announcement about our time.
Standings haven't changed much since last week.
Yeah, we dropped down.
Well,
because of
much.
Wednesday.
Danbury in the East, Danbury still leads, followed by Watertown, Elmira, Mentor, and
Oh, yeah, that's
Delaware.
right.
In the West, it's still Carolina leading, and then Danville, Port Huron, Columbus, and then bringing up the rear at 1-32 is Battle Creek. Okay.
That
So,
was pretty quick.
Well,
That's what she
it's
said too.
when it's the same team, when it's the same thing every week, and you know what teams are last, and you know what teams
They're
are in the
mainly saying
playoffs. I
what's-
mean, I'm surprised there's not an X next to the 4 top teams in the Western Division.
right.
At this point, they could.
Yeah, I don't see
Carolina's
Battle Creek
automatically
switching too
first
much.
place.
Yeah. So we're
Raise it
we're
higher.
having a giveaway. It's a signed
There we go.
Border Cats shirt from
Season 2.
the second season.
We even have the proof.
It's a size small. So obviously Chris and I can't model
I
it.
can't wear it.
Nobody
I
here
do.
can model it. I'm sorry,
Justin
guys.
could.
Justin.
No, actually, Justin actually too.
What? So, huh?
We're mediums. That's not.
Medium to large for him.
Well, nobody can model it. So whoever gave this to us is
For the people that just joined, here you go again.
for the 4 viewers we have right now, with 2 of them. I mean, 2 of them are sitting here.
Here you go, guys. It does have Jeff Blum's name on it, who's the GM, and then it has Clausen's name, who is the co-founder of the NRHL right now. So
Let's see, who else do we have on here?
Curtis Saylor. I
Oh, Bobby
noticed.
McCulloug's on here.
Cracking on there.
What about the
Curtis
the puck?
Saylor. Wait, is it Slayer?
Saylor.
Sailor?
And then what kind of
Plummer?
So what kind of giveaway is this going to be, Chris?
Let's go all out at 750 likes.
Okay.
75.
And then we also have a
Yeah.
puck that we're giving away soon too, aren't we?
Yes.
Signed by our great Jeremy.
Which we announced in the last game was the E-Bug. We actually got really lucky to get him because he's been very busy
Yes.
doing all the interviews and all that after
But
this.
I get to talk to him a lot during Silver Sticks.
Right.
So.
That's a good thing. But it's signed, Columbus Dragons signed puck because
Up.
Up.
There you go.
that's where he E-Bugged at, as the Columbus Civic Center. And I actually should have let him keep that one probably, but
He probably has a game puck.
true.
First announcer did.
Okay, not the first announcer to announce from the bench, but the first announcer to announce from the bench as the emergency backup goaltender.
Yes.
Hey,
So
you got
Which, by the way,
international.
there was an article from Finland in
Yeah.
Finnish that I couldn't read, but I know what it says, so it doesn't matter.
we've officially gone international, guys. So
Well, we went international when TSM picked it up, but
intercontinental.
technically.
All right. So
One fan.
what's that giveaway going to be?
500.
That'll be our 500th, which will be nearing here hopefully soon. So share the like out of this video.
And you must be present to qualify the day we give those away.
Yes.
Yo.
So share this video, share our page,
Hey, we
like,
got Michael Hurd on.
No,
and
we don't.
and that.
We'll wrap it up.
Yes, that
Have
is.
a good week, everybody.
Wow.
See you guys later.
Wow.
And next announcements next week.
We start at 6:30.
Yes, that'll be our new starting time is 6:30 p.m.
Wow.
So we'll see you guys later and see you next week at 6:30.
Yeah, once they get all the fake accounts, I will probably.
Hey guys, it's Crystal from the Port Huron Prowlers. Back to you from behind the scenes. I'm with Mitz today, and Mitz and I are here to give you guys some examples of things the guys would like on the bus trip. Mitz, do you think the guys would like granola bars? What about fruit and vegetables? Okay, not vegetables, but how about fruit? Cases of water? What about some Powerade and Gatorade? Well, there you have it. Some true facts of what Mitz thinks our boys should have on the road trips. Thanks for watching and enjoy the show.
At Big Boy, we've got lots of omelets all day, every day. Like the meaty meat lovers, savory Southern, or hearty Denver. It's your Big Boy.
Well, not really. I got to be all elite wrestling tomorrow, guys. If you're on wrestling. I can't believe I let myself get caught. That one was good.
Border City Paranormal is a professional paranormal team located in the Blue Water area. If you have any uneasy feelings, hear bumps in the night that cannot be explained, or hear rumors about your home or business, please give us a call.